What?
IHOP or like Applebee's TGI Friday kind of style.
I mean, I love Flips, but I can only go there like once a year. Well, I'm gonna miss it for like 2 years now. But I would have to say probably Cheesecake Factory.
Currently is the Bonefish Grill. They are fantastic. The fish is so fresh and wonderful, and I love it. And it's not too expensive, which is what makes it fantastic.
My favorite restaurant is a sushi place near here called Love Sushi.
Favorite restaurant? It's probably it's a tie between, I would think, Chili's, just because the food is always good there, and Pizza Hut, just because I think Pizza Hut is delicious, which is probably an abomination for a New Yorker, but I don't care.
I actually went to Fargo de Chao recently. That is an amazing, expensive steakhouse, but worth it because it's a flat rate and you can eat as much as you want.
Yeah. Anyone going to Otakon, check out Fogo de Chao. That's a really good Brazilian steakhouse. If you like meat, it's about $60, but it's worth it.
I think it would either be Italian or Asian. More like mostly like Japanese, Chinese, because I don't know, I just love rice and carbs and seafood.
I love seafood. I love it all. I like crab cakes. I like fish sticks. I like shrimp, lobster, crab. Anything from the sea except octopi I will eat.
I would say American food, like French fries and pizza and hamburgers, chicken, you know, that sort of stuff.
Depends on the day. It's usually either Mexican food or Japanese food. So sushi and stuff like that, or like a burrito. Depends on what I'm feeling.
Seafood, if it's a specific one, would be shrimp pasta Alfredo. I've had every single year on my birthday, for I don't know why, it's been a tradition where we just go out and then that's the dish I always have, just because of the fact that it's something I rarely get to eat because I'm lactose intolerant, so I can't have it. So it's one of those days I could actually be allowed to have it and savor the flavor.
Anything that has a lot of cheese on it. Like my two tops are grilled cheese, that's my big thing, as long as it has extra cheese, and just a really cheesy pizza is good for me.
But what was the first one you said?
You said Italian.
Italian, yeah. Wow. Yeah, I just love, like I said, carbs, and I just love my mother's cooking.
Before this weekend, John, I would have said Anime Boston, but now I have to give it to Icon.
Icon, really?
Yep.
Are you sure about that?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, it was my alma mater.
That would probably be Otakon. I only went once, but I had a blast.
It used to be Otakon, but I think now my new favorite is Katsukan, because I love the venue and I think it's beautiful and it's more spacious, which is good for me because I have a tendency to get claustrophobic in the dealer's room.
My favorite con that I actually have been to has been Anime Next, just because of the fact that that's actually the one where I met a lot of my friends, and to be honest, really kind of pushed me towards the con scene a little bit more.
Anime Boston's always usually been on top of their game. I always like the events they have there. They have the best guests, the venue's great, the city's great, so it's usually Anime Boston.
Honestly, my favorite con has, and probably always will be, Anime USA. It's a fantastic venue. Panels are always good people. It's small, it's not too big, and it's a really nice, down-to-earth convention, and everyone's really nice. It's cool there.
Anime Central in Chicago back in 2009. I had a blast at that one. And I recommend people go to that.
Dragon Con.
Why?
Because it's Dragon Con, it's awesome. There's a parade. There's so much fun to be had. And whale sharks, even though they're not technically part of the con, but they're there.
I have to say Dragon Con. It's probably the biggest con I've been to personally. I know Ernie's been to bigger, but it's the biggest con, and it goes back to we may be covering anime conventions, but my first love is always going to be sci-fi and comics.
So if you'd like to know more about us, if you want to ask us more questions, make sure you leave a comment down below. You can also find us on Facebook at the facebook.com/PantsPOV, also on Twitter, also on Tumblr, on Instagram, and all that stuff. If you want to see more videos, subscribe to us. So there you go. Leave a question. We need them.